welcome to this hypnosis session I've created for you to help you get some of the improvements you want in your life. So by being here and listening to me, you're agreeing to be hypnotized. And by following all the instructions I give you, you are accepting the benefits of this hypnosis session. So when you are ready, find yourself a comfortable position, somewhere you will not be disturbed. And if you need to, pause the recording to get ready. And now that you're ready, just sit back, relax, take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, just allow your eyes to close.
And as you breathe out, you can go deeper and deeper, relaxed, each time you breathe out. Now I wonder how long it is since you believed in magic. If it was way back when you were just a small child. Or maybe you still do believe in magic. Just like me, I see it every day, it's all around. And you only have to look. There's even magic in the way that you can be so quiet, so still, looking as if you are sound asleep, and yet amazingly alert and aware behind those closed eyelids. Of course, it's not the stillness and the quietness that is magical, nor is it the closed eyelids. It's that amazing awareness. Nobody can even begin to properly explain what that is or how it works, even though we all know what it feels like. We all know how to send our thoughts to anywhere we want to. A part of our own body, the big toe perhaps, or the very top of your head. But our thoughts don't have to stay where our body is, because in an instant, in a dazzling flash, you can be thinking about something that happened years ago, or something that hasn't even happened yet. And that's a magical thing, how we can be in one place, one moment in our thoughts, then thousands of miles and many years away in the very next split second. Our thoughts moving faster than the speed of light, faster than time itself, as if time did not exist. And we can even imagine something that nobody has ever experienced, just something that we can think of, like swimming in a silken sea of golden mist on a distant planet, where we are so light that we float in the atmosphere like a feather floating on the breeze. Or imagine starting to look into a crystal until you find a whole universe there. A universe where there are other lives and other beings with their own magical thoughts. And it's a sort of magic that lets you hear a name being whispered quietly in a room full of people, when you weren't even paying attention. And there's magic that is part of your body too. The magic that lets you see or hear something that isn't there, or lets you stay alive without you even trying. Without even having to try, your body does that so well. And the most brilliant scientist in the world cannot make even the most primitive form of life, and yet two very ordinary people can create the most complex form of life that ever existed in this world, on this planet. And that happens millions of times a day, every day. And that is definitely a sort of magic. Because every cell in the human body carries the very same magic and carries the message for the same magic to be repeated. It's almost like a magic spell, because each cell knows that it has to reproduce another cell that is exactly the same as itself. So a hair cell creates another hair cell, while a nail cell creates another nail cell, and a skin cell creates more skin. And all of this happens all the time, every split second of every day of your life, and has been happening for millions upon millions of years in every human being that ever existed. And as you continue to listen to the sound of my voice, bring you deeper and deeper. Everybody is fascinated by magic, which is why there are so many stories about magical beings, men who can fly faster than a speeding bullet and see through brick walls, creatures with wings and claws and fiery breath, or perhaps with the head of an animal and the body of a man. Mythical ancient creatures who live in the silent depths of the sea, or on the slopes of a mountain in a remote corner of our world. And there's Merlin, with his magician's hat and his magical cape, with the stars and the moon, weaving spells and casting them around him in a dazzling display of light and colour. And these things are magic, and yet still the most magical thing in your own subconscious mind, that deep part of your mind, deeper than the deepest ocean, even more magical than Merlin, that part of your mind that can actually make the most amazing things happen for you if you wanted to. You only have to tell it exactly, specifically what you want to happen, and that powerful subconscious of yours will work its magical spell, as long as you tell it what you want to happen, and not what you're afraid might happen instead. Just be specific. Once your subconscious mind knows what you want to happen, it can set about making those things a reality. And it will work as hard as it possibly can to make your dreams come true. And we can help that along with another sort of magic called hypnosis. You can't see it, you can't touch it, and most of the time you certainly cannot feel it, and you won't even know it's there, but it works like magic. Now. And as you are so relaxed there, because you have followed all my instructions, and as you continue to do that and relax deeper and deeper, I would like you to imagine yourself sitting in a room in your mind, and in front of you you can see several TV screens, and these screens are showing you doing something really different. They are showing you doing different jobs or being in different professions. or simply doing different things. There are 5 screens showing you doing 5 different things. Now I want you to discover which of these is showing you doing what you are most passionate about. And as I continue to speak, now, one of those screens goes blank. This is the screen which shows you doing something which you are least interested in doing out of the 5 things. So now one of the screens goes blank because you weren't really that interested in doing that thing, at least not compared to the other 4 things. So now, all you see are 4 screens, and the other screen just goes away, disappears off in the distance. And as you see yourself doing something different in each of the screens, and as you see yourself in those screens, really pay attention to what you are doing on each screen, because you are doing something in each of them. And as I continue to talk to you, another one of those screens just goes blank, because that screen was showing you doing something which was not all that exciting for you. Not exciting, just like the other screen. So now the 4th screen has gone blank and disappears completely. And you only see yourself in 3 screens now. And on each of these screens, you're doing something, whether it is a job, profession, or just anything. Now, as I mentioned, you want to decide which one of those things you are most passionate about. Just notice that for yourself. And I am here to help you by eliminating the screens that don't belong. That is my role, your assistant. Your role is to make the ultimate decision of which of these things you are most passionate about. So in a moment, one of the screens will become very large and actually push the other 2 screens out of your sight. They will just disappear behind that big screen. And that screen will be the thing about which you are most passionate. And I'm going to count down from 3 to 1. And when I reach the number 1, one of those screens will become large, and the 2 others will just disappear into the background, out of your sight. So are you ready? 3. Getting bigger and bigger. 2. Brighter and brighter. 1. See all the colors in that screen, all the detail in that big large screen. And now you see in front of you your passion. And you will remember this. You will remember your passion. I want you to imagine yourself just 6 months from now, having pursued that passion, having taken the steps necessary to develop this passion, profession, job, or just something you really want to do. 6 months from now, I would like you to look back to the present from 6 months in the future. And just notice all the easy to manage steps which were necessary for you to get to where you are now, 6 months in the future. And how good you feel enjoying that passion. And when you've developed that passion, see all the steps easily laid out in front of you. And just allow yourself to drift back into the present, bringing that knowledge with you of the easily to manage steps. And you realize that you will take those steps to fulfill your passion. You will do this easily and you will enjoy doing it, because that thing that you saw, whatever it may be, is your passion. And you will take great joy in pursuing your passion. It will almost seem effortless because you enjoy it. So just relax now and realize that everything is going to be just fine. And as those changes begin to happen at another level, as you are so relaxed there, when you are ready, I want you to bring all the energy back into your body and bring yourself back to full awareness, opening those eyes as those changes at another level begin to happen, bringing yourself back to the here and now, feeling wonderful in your own way, in your own time, ready to pursue your passion.